People think they can look at a woman and guess her past. A tone of voice, a calm smile, the way she carries herself. But psychology says something uncomfortable. What you think you see often says more about you than about her. Sign 1. She's emotionally calm around attraction. She doesn't get nervous when someone likes her. She doesn't rush. She doesn't chase. She doesn't panic over small things. Many people look at this calm and think, she must be very experienced. But psychology says something very different. Emotional calm usually comes from inner security, not sexual history. It's a sign of someone who knows her worth and doesn't need constant proof of it. When a person has learned how to regulate emotions, attraction stops feeling dramatic. There's no rush to impress, no fear of losing control. Ironically, people who react too strongly to attention often have less emotional stability. Calm isn't a clue about her past. It's a mirror showing her emotional strength. Sign 2. She sets clear boundaries without apologizing. She says no without guilt. She speaks clearly about what she wants and what she won't accept. Some people see this and assume, she learned this from many men. But psychology says boundaries don't come from experience with people. They come from experience with self-respect. Clear boundaries are often built after emotional growth, healing, or self-awareness. Sometimes they come from therapy, sometimes from watching others suffer and deciding, that won't be me. People who lack boundaries usually attach fast, tolerate disrespect, and confuse chaos with love. Strong boundaries don't reveal her past. They reveal that she learned her value and refuses to forget it. Sign 3. She's comfortable around men. She talks easily. She laughs naturally. There's no awkward tension in the room. Many people mistake comfort for intimacy and think, she must be used to men. But psychology explains this very simply. Comfort comes from familiarity, not closeness. She may have grown up with brothers, worked in male-dominated spaces, or learned social confidence early in life. When someone isn't anxious, the mind fills the gap with assumptions. But ease doesn't mean access. It just means she feels safe being herself. Sign 4. She doesn't attach too fast. She doesn't fall in love in a week. She doesn't rush emotions. She watches first, then decides. Many people misread this and think, she's been through many men. But psychology says slow attachment is often a sign of emotional maturity. When someone understands themselves, they don't confuse attention with connection. They know chemistry is easy. Compatibility takes time. Fast attachment usually comes from emotional hunger, not innocence. Slow attachment comes from self-control. Her pace isn't a clue about her past. It's proof she values her heart. Sign 5. She speaks honestly about relationships. She doesn't pretend love is perfect. She doesn't romanticize pain. She speaks about relationships with clarity, not fantasy. Some people hear this and think, she knows too much. But psychology says honesty often comes from emotional awareness, not experience with many partners. People who avoid truth usually cling to illusion. People who speak clearly have already faced reality. She understands that love requires effort, communication, and boundaries. That understanding doesn't come from sleeping around. It comes from reflection, growth, and learning how emotions really work. Truth can feel threatening to those who still live in dreams. But honesty isn't a red flag. It's a sign of emotional intelligence. Sign 6. She has high standards and isn't afraid to keep them. She doesn't settle just to avoid being alone. She doesn't lower her values to keep someone interested. She would rather walk away than betray herself. Many people misread this and think, she's comparing men. But psychology says high standards come from self-worth, not from a long sexual past. When someone knows what they deserve, they stop negotiating their boundaries. They don't need many options. They need the right one. Low standards often come from fear of abandonment. High standards come from emotional stability. Her selectiveness isn't proof of her past. It's proof she respects her future. Sign 7. She's unbothered by male attention. She notices attention, but it doesn't control her. Compliments don't rush her heartbeat. Validation doesn't change her decisions. Many people see this and think, she must get attention all the time. But psychology says indifference often comes from inner fulfillment, not excess experience. When self-worth comes from inside, outside approval loses its power. Attention becomes noise, not fuel. Ironically, people who crave attention are usually the ones who lack emotional security. Those who are calm around it have already found something stronger within themselves. Her lack of reaction isn't mystery, it's balance. Most of what we think we see in a woman says more about our fears than her past. True understanding comes from emotional awareness, not assumptions. Look beyond surface behavior. Value character, growth, and inner strength. If this opened your mind, subscribe for more psychology truths that challenge what we think we know.